first opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started, and we are underway from Indianapolis. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors, and we are underway from Indianapolis. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Ready? Go, Reed, go!
Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Check, man. Check, man.
Richardson to the air on first down. That's complete. It's Josh Wiley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
First and 10, it's Richardson. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go to Barkley again. He takes this for 3 to the 29. You look at this Colt defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
65 cat, 65 cat. Warrior 70. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him, the mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
Right there, hurt. Hey, check that, street. Ready.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now a toss right to Barkley. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. If you look at this Colt defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Stroud now on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that
play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it again with Barkley. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And this one complete to Doolin. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hassan Haskins, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. On the bootleg, Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. Play action. Stroud now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10.
Check smash. 18, Pioneer.
Richardson on second and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
79 Broncos.
Now Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs in.
Ready, break. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let go.
And Richardson yet again. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Haskins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Riley. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And Stroud now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Richardson. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check.
Play action. Now Richardson. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins trying to pick it up. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Go check. Third. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Go.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Colts at 11-5 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Let's go.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Street. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Hurt.
On first down, Richardson. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 17 yards out. And the Colts are able to extend their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
On second down, it's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. Finding space at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff, pushing through the contact. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go.
Again, it's Barkley. Oh, nice move. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 61 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stroud off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready, set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Street. Big Lion.
Richardson to the air on first down. Check down, complete to Haskins. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's second and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Richardson. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Again, it's Richardson. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Wiley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. That is caught. And they can't bring him down. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell. 79 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to... And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Ready up.
2nd and 10.
Pioneer. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Rig alert. 79 Broncos. Check smash. Panther Street.
2nd down. Here's Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 75. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Stroud now on 2nd down. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. It's Barkley on the counter. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, 44 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Roll! Hey, check that. Street. 70 Ranger. Panther 11.
First and 10, it's Richardson. And this is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
Come on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Top 19. Hurt.
Richardson on second and 10. And got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown Colts. Hassan Haskins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Ready!
Stroud sets up the play action. This will be complete to Mechie. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Barkley, toss play left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check. Hurt. Check. Bobcat. Check. Bob.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Go, Reed. Go. Check smash. Check smash. Mustang 19.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right back to him on first down. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Up the middle with Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try the right side here. Barkley shoves him aside. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you get real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Stroud to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
18 rattling. Hey, smash. On the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they're going to speed things up here.
60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Warriors 70.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Pat the street. Pat the street. Go, champ. Go, champ.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt. Hey, check that. Check that. Street. Street.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Forced out to his left. Oh, some strong running. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO.
Okay,
he wound
ready?
up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
Ready?
On second down, it's Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
On the set.
On first down, here's Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here goes Stroud again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
18, Pioneer. Hey, smash Broncos. 79 Broncos. Set, careful, set.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Check, hurt.
Richardson to the air on first down. Flushed out right. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Richardson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Well, 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now it's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year.
Come on.
He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Richardson now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Ashton Doolin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down, 4th quarter, here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Stroud looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Let's go now.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Singletary here running out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie from 13 yards out. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. 53 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check smash, check smash. Panther Street, Panther Street.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Let's go.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Go check. Buffalo 18.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's second down. Running again with Barkley on second down. Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. Saquon Barkley. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Throwing now is Richardson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Got it. Ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, check that, check that. Street, street. Hey, smash Broncos! Hurt, hurt! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Warrior 70! Check out!
Richardson looking to throw it. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Richardson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, they finished